it being September, the Jays have made a crap load of call-ups, and I do mean a crap load. I'll run down the names right now. Ryan Goins, Anthony Gose, Kendall Graveman, who's a pitcher who's just rocketed up through the organization, Dan Johnson, George Kateris, John Mayberry Jr., Brandon Morrow, Sean Nolan, Daniel Norris, and Dalton Pompey. Dalton Pompey, of course, the Canadian prospect that a lot of people have been waiting to see. To make room for all those moves, Brett Laurie has been moved to the 60-day disabled list. Pretty much, well, that confirms what we thought for about the past 3 weeks, that there was no chance in hell that he was going to play this year. Sergio Santos has been outrighted to Double-A New Hampshire. I guess you have to put a guy someplace when you tell him that you're going to decline his option. Darren Mastroianni, Matt Haig, DFA'd, Neil Wagner, DFA'd. And there you go. It'll be R.A. Dickey against Jeremy Hellickson tonight at the Trop. 10 additions, 9 call-ups, 10 if you include John Mayberry. Kevin Barker, that's going to make for an awfully crowded dugout for John
That's
Gibbons.
a lot. I've been a part of a lot of call-ups, and I've never been a part of 10 guys. That's more than I think that it's a lot when you're trying to, you're in a pennant race and you're trying to get everybody situated. And just my question is, you think how many of these guys are going to play? Obviously, probably Ryan Goins, Anthony Gose are going to play. Dan Johnson probably keeps Juan Francisco off the bench. Be a lot of people may be happy about that. George Kateris, because as you said earlier before we went on air,
Tim Wakefield's personal catcher in Boston.
Exactly right. So and he can hit a little bit. So you get him in the lineup. It only adds, that gives Gibby some options. And the other guys, I'm not real sure. It's going to be, you want to see what you got, I think, from the minor league level, but you still have to remember you're in a pennant race. You're trying to win as many games as you can. And managers are creatures of habit. They go with what's got them here, regardless of what people think of what it is that got him here. It's still that case. And, you'd like to see all of these guys in a game, but are you going to see that? Probably not. You're going to see what is going to get it done. And it's going to be a very interesting September. It was always fun for me because this is what I played for when I was a player, is to get caught up in September. And I'm sure a lot of these guys are today a little starstruck.
Well, I'm hoping to hell that tonight we see Ryan Goins at second base. I hope we see Anthony Gose at center field. Quite frankly, if I don't ever see Colby Rasmus out in the outfield again, ever, it'll be too soon. And I'll tell you what, the George Kateris, here's what's going to happen. That may be the addition that, in addition to Goins and Gose, you may see Kateris having the most immediate impact because, as I said, he was Tim Wakefield's personal catcher in Boston. He can catch a knuckleball. So now if you're John Gibbons, you can pinch hit for Josh Thole if you want. Hell, even in the 4th or 5th inning. And you've got a guy who can continue to catch R.A. Dickey, who starts tonight.
And George also has a good arm. He can stop running games, which is important. It's you have to go in September with what is going to give you a better chance to win. And if that's what gives you a better chance, then that's who you put in the lineup. But, you get back to all of these names. It's going to be real interesting to see how Gibby uses all of these guys.